Hi friends, it is almost Earth Day, and that means it is time to start thinking about being kinder to Mother Earth. So for this video, I partnered with Thrift again. I partnered with them about a month ago, and honestly, I just really love their company, so I'm really happy that they reached out to me again. Basically, if you haven't seen that video, Thrift is an online thrift store, which, when we're talking about sustainability, is really important. The more that we can reuse and recycle clothes, the better. Fashion is the second most polluting industry in the world. 26 billion pounds of clothing ends up in landfills each year when 95% of them could have been recycled or reused. So. Oh. Wow. Look at that lighting. Frodo, you look like a movie star. So yes, while I am not completely innocent of buying fast fashion, I am trying to reduce the amount of new clothing that I'm getting, and instead I try to go thrifting and buy vintage more often. Like I said, Thrift is an online thrift store, so everything on their website is secondhand to protect Mother Earth. Honestly, I kind of forget what I got because it was like a month ago. So this will be a surprise. And they are also giving you 30% off of your first order if you use the code Rachel. I don't remember my own code. Give me a second. If you use the code Rachel30 at checkout. And I know I just did a haul last week. To avoid kind of repetition, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different today, where I show you what I got and then I actually will try to go into the details of how I plan to style it and why. A lot of my thrift haul try-ons kind of show you the outfit and then that's about it. You know, just gratuitous footage of me staring off into the distance wistfully. And while that's all well and good, I think this might be a little bit more helpful to explain my thinking and what goes into creating an outfit for me. So I guess we'll just dig in here. I have already opened these packages because I was looking for a specific item of clothing this weekend. We went to a Game of Thrones premiere party at my friend's house, and I knew that I got some really cute 70s pants. I was trying to find them. The first package. Oh, sweet. Forgot I got this, and I was actually looking this weekend for a belt like this. So good thing I didn't end up buying one. So first up, this amazing forest green top. Look at those sleeves. Jazzy. Green sleeves. And it's quite fitting because it's kind of medieval looking. So the estimated retail price of this was $71 and Thrift had it for $24.99. Very Renaissance, very medieval, very Merida. So whenever I have a green top, I always like to pair it with a darker colored skirt. So in this instance, I paired it with a patterned skirt and then stuck with the complementing browns for the accessories. Another option, which I often do, is pair it with an earth tone skirt. And then because this gave me medieval vibes, I decided to pair them with my suede boots, just to kind of stick with that Maid Marian vibe. How'd you like to fool with me? How'd you like to fool with me? How'd you like to take... And then next up in that package was just this tiny little belt. Very simple, but I end up wearing belts a lot until they're completely worn down. And I needed a more tan color for the boots that I have. But anyways, the estimated retail price of this is $36 and Thrift had it for $11.99. So next up, I don't remember what it is. It is this cream dress. For me, when I buy things like this, I'm really only looking at the top because the bottom is short and I put a skirt on top of it, so it doesn't really matter what the bottom looks like. But I just think that the top was really, really pretty, and it kind of gave me like a ballerina vibe. So the estimated retail price on this was $68, and Thrift, looking at my cheat sheet, Thrift had it for $13.99. So because this top is off-white, I decided to pair it with a skirt that's pretty much the same color, almost as if it's just one long dress. And then I stuck to light browns and creams for the accessories. Would you like to take me out on Sunday? Another option I came up with was pairing it with this gingham yellow skirt, and then paired it with this more Western inspired hat.
How'd you like to kiss me on my birthday? How'd you like to spoon with me?
Oh, there's a lot of green in this one. This Pendleton wool cardigan. I think I actually found this by searching Pendleton because I always love what they make. It is probably not going to be worn for a while just because it's finally warming up and it's going to be summer, but I just wanted to have it for the fall and winter. So the estimated retail price on this was $179 and ThredUp had it for $35.99. I'm sweating just looking at it. Whew. So because I would probably wear this in fall time, I decided to style it as a fall outfit. So I paired it with a plaid brown skirt because, like I said, I like to stick to earth tones when it comes to green tops, and then brown accessories. A more involved version of this outfit would be to stick a white collared blouse underneath the sweater and then a solid skirt, and then I'd probably add suspenders because, of course, I would.
Scientists each day will try to solve some problem in the sky to stop the seas from rolling or to battle with the air. They've lately solved some problems.
So next up, also green, this freaking beautiful top. So this top is initially from Loft. I mainly got this because it reminds me of Keira Knightley's dress in Atonement. I fully expect when I'm wearing this, someone will walk up to me and go, "Oz!" Sorry if you don't understand that reference. It was an obscure one. But anyways, the estimated retail price of this was $55 and ThredUp had it for $18.99. And she's a beaut. So much like the previous two tops, I stuck with a earth tone skirt for this. And I quite liked how it looked with the busy pattern on bottom and then the smooth on top.
Finding they are trying hard by all the force from Scotland Yard are searching all the country through in hopes to bring him back. There's no mistake, he takes the cake, but Sherlock Holmes and Sexton Blake have had a dozen bloodhounds.
Now if you didn't want so much drama on the bottom, you could always go with a solid skirt too, and for this I chose a more khaki colored skirt just because I felt like it blended with the green really well. And then I mirrored that green in the shoes and stuck with a brown belt. And I also threw a vest in there as an option because, again, of course I did.
I should think they couldn't find him.
Ooh. So next up is this really beautiful white skirt with this really cute embroidery. This will fit in really well with my summer plans to kind of go full Regency, Edwardian, Jane Austen. So the estimated retail price on this was $45 and ThredUp had it for $15.99. So I always find it a little bit tricky to style a lighter colored skirt, but I took the hint from the embroidery and stuck with a navy top and then light brown accessories. I also tried to finagle a vest somehow in there, but it did not work. Another option could just be a simple navy crop top or a off-the-shoulder peasant blouse, again sticking with the blue spectrum. So next up is this really pretty, I don't really know what you would call this, I don't know, cardigan, I guess. Originally from Forever 21, which I guess is 21 now. That rebrand though. Again, I just like this because of the colors. It's like a pale blush, which is not usually what I gravitate towards, but this specific color is very romantic and it'll go really well with all the neutrals and tans that I have planned for this season. So the estimated retail price on this was $30 and ThredUp had it for $16.99. So these cardigans were definitely the most tricky to style for me. At first I tried to put it on top of this all white outfit, which kind of worked, but I wasn't crazy about it. And then I tried to throw it on top of a cream dress that I already had, and while this also kind of worked, I still wasn't very happy with it, so I'm still looking for a good way to style this.
And onions will sting you
So next up is kind of similar to that last one, except it's this lace cardigan and it has cute rope tie. I'm actually glad I got these two because I don't really have cardigans that I can layer over my outfits in summer. Just something that I can wear over a sleeveless or a tank top without feeling like I am dying. The estimated retail price of this is actually $74 and ThreadUp had it for $15.99. So again, I kind of struggled with styling this cardigan. It does add some cute waist detailing to an outfit and it kind of looks like a shawl. But on the other hand, it has a tendency to grandma-ify an outfit, you know, which isn't always a bad thing, right? And last but not least, I actually have to go find. Wish me luck. Pray for me. Found them. Last but not least are these amazing corduroys, and these are by Paige, which apparently is a kind of more expensive brand because the estimated retail price on this is $179, but ThreadUp had them for $35.99. So if that estimated retail price is accurate, then holy shiz, ain't no way I'm paying that full price. It's like a wasp making direct eye contact with me right now. I'm not gonna look away because that's a sign of weakness. Is he spying on me? Excuse me, sir. He's making me uncomfortable. He's judging me. So I was a bit lost on how to style these because I'm not used to the more modern rises of pants. We'll see. I do think this will be fun to style with my more 70s stuff and not have to wear a corduroy skirt, because that's kind of what I've been doing for my 70s stuff, is just throwing a skirt on it because I didn't have any pants that would match that era. As I predicted, these pants were probably the hardest for me to style. On paper, this outfit looks nice, but the shirt underneath doesn't reach my hips completely. So I paired it with another 70s shirt that I own, and it kind of worked. Just to be safe, I added a vest in there. But again, I think how low the pants fall on my waist is not something I'm used to, and definitely have to learn a little bit more about how to style it. So yeah, that's it. I'm hoping that by explaining my thought process on styling things, that it was a little bit more interesting and a little bit more helpful. And it means I don't have to stare at my face as much while I'm editing, which is always a good thing. So that's ThreadUp. Like I said, I'm so happy that they approached me again because I think that these are so fun, and it's honestly really fun to browse the website. And yeah, I hope you guys like this. If you do want to check out ThreadUp, I'll have everything you need to know down below. If you're new there, your first order is 30% off if you use Rachel30. He's still staring at me. He's shaking his antennas at me. What does this mean in wasp culture? Does he want to duel me? Sir, I am unfamiliar with your customs. Anyways, I love you guys whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload twice a week and we have fun here. Take it from my wasp friend. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! A world where only Mr. Frodo can protect his house from kids on their bicycles. Excuse me, can you maybe not use my knee as a lookout perch? Sir, it is a part of my body. Just because the dogs on the other side of the neighborhood are barking doesn't mean that you have to too. It's time I teach you a lesson in peer pressure, my son. Being a parent is hard, but you know, it's worth it. I have one long Daenerys hair on my hairbrush. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Trashman. Whoa, Mr. Trashman. Play the Austin Powers theme song. I have no idea how to pose in modern pants.
look like a long boy when I do that. Oh, this is kind of scary. Is this what people in pants do? Hey.
I'm certainly living a ragtime life.